So I was in Starbucks a few weeks ago, and I'm in line. I'm getting my coffee, and this guy walks in. He's got to be the biggest guy I've ever seen in public. I mean, his muscles were enormous, and I'm a people person. I like connecting with people. I oftentimes, embarrass my daughters because I'll talk to any stump, out there. But I could not stop staring at this guy's muscles. I'm like, it's astonishing. So he had a very straight face. I was taking a big risk, but I turned around and I said to him, dude, I am not messing with you. You are huge. And I said it with a little smile as well. And he laughed. He finally cracked his smile. The corners of his mouth went up, and he just goes, I'm just a big teddy bear. And we had a good laugh about it. But you know what? That reminded me of this verse in Ephesians 6:10 that says, "Be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power." Be strong in the Lord. We have options. You can be strong in fate and just think that, well, it'll all work out in the end. You can be strong in yourself. I can muscle through anything. I'm smart, I'm wise, whatever. I'm strong, I'm a strong person, I'm resilient. You can rely on other people. But Paul's encouragement here is to be strong in the Lord. And he goes on to say, and in His mighty power. Now, when I first read that a long time ago, I thought, well, that's redundant. Is that like saying, in His mighty might, or His power, or His great power? But here it's two different things. Okay, so just like that guy that walked into Starbucks, and I looked at his muscles and I was like, that dude's huge. He had might. So might is inherent power or force. Okay, the dude had huge muscles. I'm telling you, he had might. He wasn't using them on me, thank the Lord, but it was this reservoir of strength, okay? It was there to be utilized. Now, power would have been if that dude got offended and picked me up and hurled me across the room. That would have been power, all right? That is the utilization of the strength, okay? So the reservoir of strength is the might. The utilization of it is power. And here's my encouragement is God has all kinds of power and might, all kinds of might for you to tap into. And that's why Paul says, be strong in the Lord. Don't leave it up to fate. Don't leave it up to fate. Don't leave it up to it'll just work out in the end. 250,000 people die every day. If there's no purpose for their life or even their death, it's not going to all work out in the end, right? God has to have a purpose for all things. And I'm not saying He causes, unnecessary harm or inflicts harm on people. But I'm just simply saying if life is all about fate, then we're in trouble. Be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. And I wrote down in my journal, the key for me then is to do it by faith and to rely on His might and to go do the work. Don't sit back. You go out, you live it for the Lord in His strength, in His mighty power, and you work hard for Him by faith. So that's my encouragement. Be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. All right.